Honestly though. So like I'm always pretty prepared and I always keep this rain jacket in my book bag, but it's literally been like 3,000 degrees every day. So like 2 days ago I was like, oh my god, I should definitely take this rain jacket out because it's pretty much pointless. But we're saved. So I met this lady at work like 2 days ago and she was talking to me and she's like, yeah, I'm heading to Atlanta to do some business stuff. And today she came back and I was like, well, how was your trip? And she was like, yeah, it was great, but the traffic was awful. And I was like, well, what time did you leave? And she was like, oh man, well, what happened was I got stuck and I went to buy a brand new car at this Mercedes Benz near Atlanta. And I'm like, excuse me? I haven't paid for a full tank of gas in like 2 years. Like usually I just pay like $3 at a time. Keep in mind that I work at a resort, so like these people, they just they can buy me honestly, and I'll take it. I'll do whatever you want. I haven't had a meal that costs over $4 since like January. I skip breakfast to save money. I steal toilet paper from the school so I don't have to pay for my own. Good morning. We are headed to the hospital to perform some surgeries for today. Dr. Kimmel to the rescue, actually. No, actually, I just saw this doctor just pull up and step out of his Range Rover, and honestly, that's all I want to be right now. Every Tuesday and Thursday, I go to this hospital to shadow with like this physical therapy program. Mainly because my Asian family said that if I'm not a doctor, there's no point in living. So here we are. So let me just tell y'all about this haircut really quick. I went in and I said, yeah, I'd like to do like a fade up to the sides, kind of trim up the top a little bit. And she's like, okay, well, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna mess everything up. So I'm just getting out of the hospital, and you know, I probably performed about like 4 or 5 surgeries, saved about 20 lives, you know, light work. But earlier this lady was talking to me and like, you know those questions that people ask and you're like, well, there's only really one answer unless you want to make things awkward. And she was like, well, are you Christian? And I'm like, yes. I mean, if I said no, like, I'm satanic. Like, what do you say? So I panicked and I said yes. Like, I'm not satanic, obviously, but what do you say? Like, what kind of question is that? Alright, so we just got out of the gym, and I started wondering, like, why they put mirrors in the gym. Because no one wants to look at themselves when they're working out. Like, you look disgusting. Like, honestly, I was looking at myself in the mirror. I was like, someone needs to call animal control. There's a black bear, probably pregnant, probably just got a, like, hibernation. Someone needs to come get it. And then I realized it was me. Like, I don't want to see myself when I'm working out. It's pouring rain. These tires are flat on this bike. I have to bike home. And like, I'd be lying if yeah, God is good. It's not like he's challenging me or anything. It's not like he's throwing curveballs at me or he's punishing me. I mean, I don't sin a lot. I didn't do anything. And it's pouring. Good morning. It is only 6:41 in the morning and this man is already trying to attack me. I was just doing my job. Like, I get if you get like Hispanic vibes from like, I guess, my skin color or my hat. You know, all my life people have thought that I was Hispanic, but there was this guy, this kind of like an old scrawny man. He was smoking a cigarette. And this is at like 5:30 in the morning. Like, I'm the only one ever out here, so I deserve to be a little extra about this. He comes up and he's trying to talk to me. And I'm like, why are you here? I'm the only one who's supposed to be here. Are you a member? I don't think so. And he's like, you're not Hispanic, are you? And I'm like, this is like, are you part of like a white supremacy club? Because if you are, then I am fully white. I know I don't look like it, but I promise I am. Like, I don't play that game because it's happening even though I hate talking about it. Like, racism is a real thing. He could have probably shot me if he wanted to. We don't know. I don't know. And then he disappeared right after I said, no, I'm not Hispanic. So, I gotta go. Honey, I'm home. Get it? Because I'm trash and I belong in a trash can.